Imagine this, a treasure chest filled with secrets, intimate moments captured and shared in confidence. Now picture that chest sprung open, its contents scattered for the world to see. This isn't a pirate's tale, but a stark reality for users of 5 dating apps, BDSM People, Chica, Pink, Brish, and Translove, who found their private photos exposed online. Nearly 1.5 million images, many explicit in nature, were left vulnerable, accessible to anyone with a link. The digital age has made intimacy easier to share, but as this breach reveals, it has also made it terrifyingly easy to violate. This isn't just about stolen photos, it's about stolen trust. These apps, catering to niche communities often facing societal stigma, promised a safe space for connection. Instead, they became digital crime scenes, their users unwitting victims. BDSM People, Chica, Pink, Brish, and Translove. These names might not be household words, but they represent a lifeline for many. These apps, with an estimated user base of 800,000 to 900,000, cater to specific communities within the LGBTQ+ spectrum, offering platforms for connection and exploration. Many users, particularly those in countries hostile to LGBTQ+ individuals, rely on these apps for anonymity and a sense of belonging. The exposure of their private photos is not just a data breach, it's a potential threat to their safety and well-being. These aren't just faceless users, they are real people with lives, loves, and vulnerabilities. The breach has thrust them into a nightmare scenario, their most private moments turned into weapons of potential blackmail and discrimination. The vulnerability was discovered not by malicious actors seeking to exploit, but by an ethical hacker named Aras Nazarovas. On January 20, 2025, while analyzing the app's code, Nazarovas stumbled upon a gaping security flaw. The images, meant to be private and protected, were completely exposed, accessible without a password or any form of authentication. This wasn't a sophisticated hack, but a shockingly simple oversight. It's akin to leaving your diary open in a public square, its most intimate entries there for anyone to read. The exposed data included profile pictures, private messages, and even images that had been removed by moderators, a treasure trove of sensitive information left unguarded. Nazarovas, true to his ethical commitment, immediately informed the app's developer, M.A.D Mobile, about the vulnerability. He expected swift action, a sense of urgency in rectifying the situation and protecting their users. Instead, he was met with silence, a deafening lack of response that stretched on for weeks. It was only after being contacted by the BBC that M.A.D Mobile finally took action to secure the exposed data. Their delayed response, shrouded in a lack of transparency, raises serious questions about their commitment to user privacy and safety. Why the silence? Why the inaction? These questions linger, casting a long shadow over the company's reputation. As we delve deeper, it becomes clear that the threat isn't just about stolen data. It's about the looming shadows of extortion and harm that follow. Companies, individuals, and even governments are finding themselves at the mercy of faceless adversaries. The stakes are higher than ever, and, well, the consequences can be devastating. In this digital age, the lines between safety and vulnerability blur more each day. It's a complex battle, one that requires constant vigilance and, quite frankly, a bit of resilience. So, this is a story we've heard before, right? A tale of trust shattered and alliances broken. It's almost like a script from a movie, but unfortunately, it's all too real. Betrayal isn't just a word. It's an experience that leaves scars, both visible and invisible. And then comes the dilemma. Do you stay silent or do you speak up? For many, the fear of repercussions keeps them quiet. But silence can be just as damaging as the betrayal itself. So, what do? Do you expose the truth, knowing the risks, or do you keep it to yourself, hoping it will all just go away? Trust, once broken, is hard to rebuild. The ripple effects of such a breach can be devastating. families torn apart, friendships ruined, and lives changed forever. It's not just about the immediate consequences, it's about the long-term impact on everyone involved. In the end, what we need is accountability and stronger protections. It's not enough to just acknowledge the problem, we have to act. We need systems in place that prevent such betrayals and ensure that those who break the trust are held responsible. Only then can we start to rebuild and move forward.